Okay, not great news about this guy. He stands at D. Plus. This guy flashes some red flags that you really need to watch out for. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is more likely to talk big about his future than to really achieve much in his job. While he sounds very confident and likes to show off his plans, he doesn't have the patience or steady effort needed to actually get far. He may change jobs or quit easily if he feels bored or challenged.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he is likely to lose his temper and get very upset. Instead of calmly figuring out a solution, he might yell, blame others, or make cutting remarks. Instead of handling problems with maturity, he often reacts with drama or negativity.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
Most people at work find it hard to get along with him. He tends to be rude and doesn't care much about other people's feelings. So he often says things in a harsh or blunt way. Though he's smart and organized, people are more likely to avoid him than admire or trust him.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he will most likely feel upset and insecure instead of proud. Your success may make him angry or jealous, and he could react by snapping at you or giving you the silent treatment. He finds it hard to handle someone else shining, especially if he feels stuck or unsuccessful himself.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you earn more than him, he is very likely to feel resentful and insecure about the situation. He may not talk openly about his feelings, but his behavior will show it. He could become distant, make hurtful comments, or start unnecessary fights. This kind of attitude can make home life tense and uncomfortable.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He likes things organized and may plan how he handles money, but don't expect him to be very careful or wise about spending. He isn't driven to work hard or earn much, so sometimes he might spend just to feel better or show off, even if it's not smart. If things go wrong, instead of fixing the problem, he can become upset or blame others.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He is quite likely to pretend to be richer than he actually is. He cares a lot about appearances and may buy fancy things or talk about expensive tastes. just to look important. This can lead to stress and trouble managing household expenses.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He's not very open handed or kind either with money or his attitude. He doesn't find it easy to share or help others and often keeps to himself when it comes to generosity. You might feel alone if you face trouble, as he won't offer comfort or much help.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He tends to be secretive and controlling about money. Instead of talking things out clearly, he might hide what he spends or keep you in the dark about his finances. If you ask, he could respond with sharp words or be unwilling to share details.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He is very likely to believe that housework is only your job and won't be eager to help out around the house. If you ask him to share chores, he might get irritated, make excuses, or even snap at you. You'll probably find yourself doing most of the work while he sits back or complains when things aren't perfect.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He will not actually help with chores or changing diapers. Instead, he will most likely just stand by and tell you what to do, acting like a boss rather than a teammate. If you ask for help, he may say something harsh or criticize how you're doing things instead of getting his hands dirty. If you're looking for a hands on, caring partner, this man will let you down.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He doesn't make much effort to understand your side. Instead, he mostly argues just to prove that he's right. Even if you're upset or just want to talk, he's likely to interrupt, raise his voice, or make sharp comments to win the argument. He doesn't show much empathy or patience, so you may end up feeling unheard and alone.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he doesn't stay calm or respectful. Instead, he tends to say hurtful things and act in an aggressive way. He might yell, use harsh words, or even make cruel jokes just to cut you down. You.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, this is the kind of man who gets angry very quickly, even over small things. It's not just a minor problem, it's a big warning sign that should not be ignored. You deserve peace, respect, and kindness.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He finds it very hard to say sorry or take responsibility for his mistakes. Most of the time, he will blame you or others instead of admitting what he did wrong. It's difficult to build trust or work through problems with someone who refuses to accept their own part in things.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He is not the kind of man who easily respects your boundaries, and he doesn't truly understand that no means no. If you say no or set limits, he is likely to push back, argue, or try to get his way instead of listening and respecting your feelings. You deserve someone who honors your words and never makes you feel pressured or unsafe.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he's the kind of man who takes it very personally when you're not in the mood for intimacy. Instead of understanding or giving you space, he may get upset, act hurt, or even accuse you of rejecting him. He could use angry words, silent treatment, or make you feel guilty about your feelings.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
You cannot trust him to handle private moments with care. If there's ever a fight or he's angry, he might bring up personal things you shared or use them to embarrass, tease, or hurt you. This can make you feel unsafe and worried about opening up to him.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is not likely to be truly faithful and can easily be distracted by other women. His attitude is more about chasing what he wants in the moment without much thought for loyalty or commitment. You may find yourself feeling insecure and second guessing his words or actions.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he is very likely to be over possessive, showing jealousy, controlling behavior, and being always suspicious. He may question where you go, who you talk to, and even try to limit your freedom to make choices. Over time, it can make you feel trapped, lonely, and afraid to speak your mind.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, with him, what looks like being protective is really just a sign of a controlling personality. He may say he cares about your safety or wants the best for you, but in truth, he uses this to tell you what to do, who you can meet, and how you should live. Over time, this will make you feel less free and more like you're living on his terms.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will expect you to do most of the work when it comes to parenting rather than seeing it as a team effort. When challenges come up or daily tasks need to be done, he is likely to step back, leaving you with all the responsibilities and pressure. If you ask for help or share your struggles, he may get annoyed or make excuses rather than pitching in.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he is likely to lose his temper instead of staying calm. He might shout, say mean things, or punish quickly rather than taking time to talk or understand what really happened. His anger can scare the children and make them more worried about making mistakes in the future.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He will not truly support your role as both a mother and your own person. Instead, he may expect you to focus only on family and housework, forgetting your dreams, feelings, and personal needs. You could feel trapped, like you're losing your own identity and spirit.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, this is the kind of man who might seem supportive of your career at first, but later ask you to quit once you have a child. At the start, he may cheer you on or say he's proud, but deep down, he expects your full attention to shift to family and home after children arrive. When that time comes, he could pressure you with arguments, guilt, or angry words to give up your job and dreams for his idea of family life.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He is more likely to act polite on the surface rather than treat your parents with real warmth. When they visit or call, he may put on a show of good manners, but deep down there's little true care or kindness. You may notice stiff conversations and forced smiles rather than genuine warmth or interest. He will expect your family to change for him, not the other way around.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he is likely to make things worse rather than handle it calmly. He may get angry quickly, say harsh things, or cause unnecessary fights, turning small problems into big ones. His reactions can increase the tension, making you feel stuck and worried.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, this is the kind of man who might act modern with you in private, but expects you to be a traditional, supportive wife in front of his relatives. When it's just the two of you, he may seem relaxed or open minded, but around his family, he will want you to follow old fashioned rules and act in ways that please them. You deserve a partner who supports you everywhere, not just when others aren't watching.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he is most likely to stay out of it or even side with his family rather than stand up for you. He will avoid getting involved, leaving you alone to deal with stress or hurt feelings. Worse, he might agree with them just to keep peace on his side, making you feel even more isolated.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
Yes, he acts like a mummy's boy and is unlikely to choose your side in a conflict with his mother. He gives a lot of importance to his mother's opinions and usually follows her wishes, even if it means ignoring your feelings or needs. You'll often find yourself at the back of the line with his loyalty set on his family instead of your marriage.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he is very likely to share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. If you have a disagreement or personal issue, he may rush to tell them everything instead of keeping it between just the two of you. This habit can harm your trust and privacy, making you feel exposed and judged by people outside your marriage.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, overall, this guy stands at D. Plus. Some of these red flags can really become a big deal. You've got to be very careful here. Being in a relationship with this man is often exhausting and lonely, even if he seems confident at first. You'll find yourself doing most of the work at home, with the kids, and even in managing family problems while he stays distant, critical, or simply wants things his way.